This is Lee Rosenbaum, and we are at MoCA's signature gallery, the one that's the size of a football field, as they say. And here is a very austere, and today at least not really well attended, installation, which I really love. Richard Nonas, The Man in the Empty Space. He's filled it with things that are more in line with the industrial, rough-hewn aesthetic of MoCA than anything I've ever seen here. You usually see very complicated, colorful, eye candy or crowd-pleasing installations here. Everything from dragons to Rauschenberg all along the walls, to cars catapulting in space. And here we have railroad ties and stone chairs. It says, please don't touch the art, but in fact we are allowed to sit in those chairs, so I'm going to try them out. And now we're down here looking along this vast expanse of railroad ties, very much in the same aesthetic, industrial rough-hewn, as MoCA itself, which, as you know, is a formerly industrial space that was repurposed as a contemporary art museum. And along the side of those railroad ties we see a series of 3 stone chairs, very much like the stone chairs of Scott Burton, who perhaps was an influence on Richard Nonas. These have much less polish and finesse. These are really rough-hewn, as you can see. Let's try it out and see how it feels. I'm now seated on the chair with my foot up on the stone ottoman, and it's about as comfortable as Scott Burton's stone chairs, meaning it's feasible, but not exactly a place you want to be sitting for a really long time. But I'm enjoying trying it out and looking around at the other ones, which are down the ways a bit. And on the walls, you can see there are sort of minimalist wood sculptures. There are a couple of them right here behind the chairs, and a whole array of them down at the end. An austere place. I think it's in character with the site where they have been placed. The public doesn't really seem to be flocking. There are more people in another exhibition adjoining this one, which I'll show you briefly. And here's a view from above of the Richard Nonas installation in the football field-sized gallery. Not a lot of traffic, as you can see. It's not pulling a crowd. I think it was worth experiencing, and it is a Monday, maybe not the most crowded day at MoCA, but other areas seem to be more populated than this one, and this is usually the star attraction during the summer. So now we're at Alex de Corte's Pre-Roses, which to me is much ado about not too much, but we're supposed to see how the works illuminate class, race, age, gender, and sexuality. We're going to just wander through quickly because I want to show you what's at the other end, which I find a little problematic. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So this is all Alex de Corte. And when we get to the end, you'll see what may be, for you, a familiar object. It's the famous Joseph Beuys lightning field with stag in its glare. It's been here since MoCA opened here, on loan from the Philadelphia Museum, but Alex de Corte made it into something else by putting it into a neon field with eerie music. What would Joseph think? Probably this isn't what he intended for this piece, but I gather that the Philadelphia Museum must have gone along with it, and it's become something very different from the stark sculptural statement that it originally was, to some kind of eerie environment.